Хай, привет, здорово. Модул, привет. А стрим так и не начался. Не-не-не, вы можете охереть, но это была самая медленная задержка, по-моему, за всю мою историю стримов. И я еще забыл выключить звук. Вот теперь все отлично, вообще классно прям. Да, ладно, вот теперь все чудесно, классно и все такое. Так, ладно, что у нас? У нас, короче, последний сезон, я не знаю, это классно. Мы хоть что-то добили с тобой. Как ты? Ну, в принципе, я чудесно, все хорошо. У меня пока есть желание жить, а это очень классно. Сам как? Как там у вас погода? У нас обычно прохладненько. Холодает ночью.
Your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it.
Почему говно, а не погода?
No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it.
Хай, здорово. Так вот.
That's why you
Жарко
can't
плюс...
tell me.
Не, у нас сегодня был, короче,
It's
дождь,
the
но
ribbon,
какой-то небольшой
isn't it?
был. Душновато.
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Почему тебе смешно? Мне просто интересно,
Maybe
какая
a few
там
will get
в
sent
Москве
up, but
погода.
You're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Типа, блядь, мне интересно, у нас у одного такая жопа?
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more
Семен
silver
голосует.
round in your heart.
О, тема
The
свадьбы.
only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the crooked man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Да настало время шуток про свадьбу. Объявляю сезон открытым, можете шутить. А если тапком? Так, спокойно, тапком не надо, тапок это очень лишнее. У, сука, тапок это лишнее, не надо. Если ты кинешь меня тапком, полетит в ответку 2, так что не надо. Не рискуй судьбой. Волк, одиночка. 2 тапка можно продать. Кстати, да, прям как 2 почки, только 2 тапка. Ну ладно, давайте об этом потом. Так, последний раз я очень дерзко закурил у него, да.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster.
Ты смотри, короче,
I'm
а?
here for one reason.
Трется он
and
мне
it's
тут
not
в
to eat your
ваганы.
fucking food.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna.
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here?
Блин, так я не помню, зачем, погоди.
You're
Ну, ты он
destroying
типа
this
город
town.
разрушает,
You've
да?
been doing it for ages.
Так вот,
Destroying
не
this
бери с
town?
собой. Я подумаю.
What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery, kidnapping, extortion, murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed.
You're right that there's a conspiracy, but you're the one behind it.
I have no need for treachery, Bigby. I do everything right out in the open. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself.
Когда Сёма забывает стримеров, чё?
I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the
Блин,
hit
как охота
and
ударить.
get out?
Ага.
Tweedledee, please.
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
Мудал, сидеть нельзя, никуда не ходи. Нано. Ты нам тут
You're
нужен.
nothing more
That's
than a...
enough. I was
Мы
hoping
тебя
you would
любим.
come
У
to
меня
this.
камеры нет, я не могу тебе показать
In the
сердечко, так
interest
что,
of preserving
да.
our alliance. If you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Так, погоди, подожди, 2 на 3, 6 тапочков у нас может быть 6 тапочков на троих, это же классно.
Now.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And then
You told me
attempt to
kill him!
blame me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
Да нет, Мудл, мы не пугаем тебя тапочками, мы предлагаем тебе вступить в нашу банду тапочных войск.
Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fuck.
I think I'll be taking both of you.
You're not taking me, you fucking ponce. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying? Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure
Блядь,
we all
так
go
чё
down
это?
this shit with you?
I'm running out of patience, crooked man. I don't have time to fuck around here.
This could have gone so well. But you just had to complicate things.
Мне вообще, по
Speak the
идее, он
truth, I've never
нужен.
been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Я иногда на чат проебываюсь, так что... Блядь, баба в зеркале, точно. Сейчас она тут нахуй всех разъебет. Засекай.
Did I miss anything good?
Съебись обратно и
Well, look at
закройся.
you all fixed up.
Ну нахуй, заебись. Ща будет мясо. Я тебе, сука, рогато пообломаю, блядь. Ну-ка, беги нахуй. Сломал один, сломай второй. Иди сюда, блядь, псина. Лови. Так, кто куда ловит? Ой, хорош. Я не знаю, что мы сделали, но что-то плохое. Так, нахуй. О, тихо, тихо, тихо. Если мы умрем, это будет очень... О, классно. Отлично. Всех бей, своих бей, чужих бей, чтобы боялись нахуй. Хорош. Нож в печень никто не вечен. Так, угожди, печень справа, это не печень, извините. Так, давай сюда, рогалик. На какой уходим, блядь? Съебался. А у меня есть вариант, как уйти, бросить их здесь всех, или мне прям всех добить, или что? Всю шайку прям вырубить. Смотри, сейчас кто-нибудь повернется и выстрелит, нет? Нет, прикинь, нет. Классно. Я посмотрю свою статистику у меня на стримах. Ну, что-то печально. Ой, слушай, а мы что, их всех вырубать будем? Так, ну-ка нахуй беги. У меня больше вариантов нет, да? Бочку, флаг. Держись. Бля, пизда, погоня. Так, что происходит? Что мы делаем? Я не понимаю, блядь. Так, ну-ка давай. Ух, хорош. Взгляд кошки гаса, картошки. Блять, это из этой серии, я понял. Хорош, неплохо. Не знаю почему, но вспомнил сейчас именно это. Не знаю почему. Так, чё, куда? Просто, наверное, потому что я ему в глаза посмотрела, поэтому мне это вспомнилось. Ой, блядь, не могу. Ой, глаз почесать некогда даже. Бля, давно такого не было, прикольно. Оживленные действия пошли. Бля, что делать? Да? Да, хорош. Молчи там снизу. Ебашь, лобовое, все ебашь. Так, давай слева. О, хорош, смотри, скини, да? Держись, давай, блядь, мужик. Все, хорош. На, нахуй. Заебись, спасибо. Ну, по-моему, сейчас проебем их просто. Ну, они так близко. А где субтитры, алло? Я что, должен сам переводить? My English is very bad. Не просто из very bad, а из бета огорчений. Так, что у нас там? Я вот поднялся на Dark Falls, потом Resident Evil и все остальное, GTA 5. Я вообще не могу ни на чем подняться, вы о чем? Я просто сижу и какой-то хуйней страдаю. Так, давай посмотрим. Мы никуда не торопимся теперь. Так, давай почекаем, что это. Кто-то умирает. Люди всегда любят заходить, когда ты страдаешь в играх. Как бы, да. Нельзя, Мозина, 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 Мозина. Окей, ладно, давай. Врываемся. А, точно, я же ему нож всадил.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hope to come to your senses. Oh, Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? I have to say goodbyes first.
А толку мне от него? Блять, мне как бы скрюченный дядечка нужен. Нахуй он мне.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
Где варианты, чтобы я дядю этого взял как-то с поличным или что-то такое?
It isn't his fault.
Да я понимаю, блядь, ну дай ты мне дядю.
He's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then.
I
You
didn't mean...
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look,
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out. The both of you can go rot in hell.
Georgie.
You think I'm the one to fucking blame?
That's not what I meant. I was just...
That's not my problem.
Oh, I get it. When a pretty little girl shows up at your door wanting help, you've got all the time in the world. But when I've got something to say, it's not your problem. Well, fuck you. Go ahead and kill me then, but it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like...
Бля, как все жестко. Можно я не буду ничего из этого делать?
Stop complaining and take responsibility for what you did. You murdered Faith and Lily. You put those fucking ribbons around their necks. You had the power to let them go, but you chose not to.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
Wait, so you've been helping this asshole? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand. Nobody was
Блядь,
supposed to
как тут
die.
все запутано, как мало вариаций вообще.
It was just a stupid idea.
Как направить диалог в нужное русло? Мне нужен дядя, а не эти, блядь.
This was supposed to be our place. We were going to be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the Crooked Man showed up, and everything just turned to shit.
Вот именно, что скрюченный дядечка объявился, все в говно. Дайте мне вот этого, блядь, дядю, блядь.
If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I told you. Sometimes all your options are shit.
Горит.
What the fuck are you supposed to do then?
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life.
Сейчас она сама себя убьет, да?
It would be
Я
different
хуею
here.
просто от жизни.
But it's all the fucking
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
А, то есть она их убила, охуенно.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian!
Shit, damn it!
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just...
Я так понимаю, вся компашка откинулась, да?
Get up.
Блядь, да отребись ты от него, он помрет. Наверное.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright? For both of us.
Don't worry about the crooked man.
Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right?
That's not who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did. Let's not draw this out.
All right, Georgie.
Ну, он хотя бы не мучается, как бы. Мне не предложили варианты, как бы спасти, так что, да. Господи, как почувствовать себя садистом, моральным уродом, уконченным мразью просто за 1 минуту? Ой, господи. Российская медицина, действительно. Так, это что у нас получается? Кто там в живых остался? Это получилось, осталась эта кровавая Мэри и сам дедуля, да? Ну окей, давай.
Of course.
Не написал в ВК. Может, потому что меня весь день дома не было. И как только я пришла, я поставила стрим. Об этом никто никогда не задумывался, блядь.
Bigby Wolf. The big bad
Ну, как
wolf.
бы да. Лол. Я как бы ухожу с утра и прихожу вечером. Типа, блядь. А еще у меня бывают отцепные, короче, и я сплю весь день. Ну, такое тоже
You
бывает.
used to be something.
Ой, прикольно. Фоточки, 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 фоточки.
They used to fear you.
Да иди нахуй там, слышь.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Нет, я, наверное, если бы я дома сидела, хуй пинала, я бы, может, писала кому-нибудь. Но что-то не получается.
Silver.
Да, серебряный специально для тебя, блядь. Оба по мордасам, блядь. По щам
It's
прям.
about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished here.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't
Ты смотри,
make
она
this
тебя сейчас
worse.
это уйдет.
He doesn't
Хорошенько.
want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Cut this shit out!
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town? Oh, come on!
Ну, собственно, что и требовалось доказать, как
Is
бы.
that the best you can do?
Ой-ой-ой, тихо-тихо. Я не успел, да? Теперь успел. Отлично. Браточка, хорош. Вот, сука, инвиз ебаный. Чего, куда? Я, кстати, успел нажать. Так что ничего не знаю, иди нахуй. Собака некрещенная. Сейчас не успел, да.
Where are you? Come out and face me!
Ух ты, хорош. По-моему, это бесполезно. Ух ты, да ну нахуй, ходим. Наехит. Это что, типа, это... русская рулетка, да, началась? Ребята, это ГГ. Расходимся. Ну-ка, не бей. Да, я тебе говорю, это ГГ, блядь. Ух ты, прикольно, слушай. Вот это я понимаю. Вот эта тема. Вот это мне по душе. Вот это мне нравится. Песик такой, да, прикольно. А почему раньше так нельзя было сделать? Сейчас что-то будет, сейчас что-то будет, сейчас что-то будет. Ой, прикинь, да, если бы она успела, и в глаз прям, это же фу-фу прям. Это была потная катка. И он такой просто: помогите. Хотя мне кажется, ему похуй.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of... I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers, but you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders two of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
В смысле, ладно, пошли, ты чё?
I'm looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
Oh, I don't think so. We're not doing this your way.
How unfortunate. I was hoping we could make this work.
Сейчас он выстрелит, да? Ну да, конечно, блядь. Лол, блядь. Пиздец, такое вообще бывает? Это реакция мангуста, все в порядке. Ой, пиздец, да, здорово. Можно эти диалоги пропускать? А, нет, здесь только пауза. Давай рискнем.
Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms.
Блин, здесь вроде как несколько вариантов концовок. Куда же нас занесет?
I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here?
Ну, вообще по-русски говорят это правосудие, но...
Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So,
Блядь, ладно, похуй,
all
пошли.
right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on, if you don't mind. What do you say?
Что-то будет. Нет, не будет, ладно.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Ничем это все кончится.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes,
Об этом
you'll have an
дискуссия.
opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You
not
did well,
really.
Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You murderer!
You killed Lily!
was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook!
You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you
Бля,
all for coming
страшно
here on
вырубай.
such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie? Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Bigby, is that true?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit!
Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk, well go ahead.
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right,
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
I've
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
If you were so offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so
What
long?
cover up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity from you. I learned of it myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
sake. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
You weren't being helpful, you were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith. The way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith
I'm
wanted
sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk about this.
Oh, we're not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
We're not gonna tolerate this shit anymore. The debts are wiped. His business is closed. He's done.
They're right.
You're all still afraid
Да
of him.
нет, чтобы подняться
Even
вашему
now.
любимому стримеру, нужна вебка
But you
и
need
просто
me.
ёбаная
His
видеокарта.
contamination
Не
of this
более.
town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me
Бля,
at the
как
time.
сложно, пиздец, я заебался.
Yes. Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be
Да, блядь,
serious.
я не
That
бил
was
его.
Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Ух ты откуда вообще?
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had
Блядь,
the
ты кто
chance to
вообще? Я
say
забыл.
something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
what
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I
Narissa! My name
А, в
is
натуре, спасибо.
Narissa.
Я забыл, блядь, тоже.
It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say...
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough
Блядь,
for
дайте
me?
его нахуй в колодец, уже ну заебали.
So that's it.
Разводят тут срач, блядь, на полчаса.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that. What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't get
bloodshed?
it.
So we get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
Так, нахуй, все за демократию.
Nobody can
Быстренько.
agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Чё-то я не хочу решать,
Just
народ, мы что, сами
Do
как-нибудь?
what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff.
Так, смотри. Можем его убить, можем сбросить ведьмин колодец. В принципе, это, я так понимаю, одно и то же. Если мы его, короче, запрем, там бабуля предлагает свои чары, но они типа там кореша с этой бабулей. А прикинь, если она там какую-нибудь хуйню подкинет и это... И все, пиздец, он типа сбежит. Блин, это... Я бы запер его, я бы не убивал, но это такой вариант как-то сомнительный вообще. Это как, знаешь, это как русская рулетка, блядь. Я не знаю, что делать, честно. Просто прикол в том, игра мне пиздит или нет. То есть она в натуре как бы поможет там или что-то такое. Ну ладно, давай попробуем как бы.
Everyone, I'm
not this way.
О, тихо, 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 тихо. Нет, мне кажется, мы просто его скинем сейчас. Все. Моли ми довери исчерпан.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment.
Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still...
End it already.
Блин. Я не знаю, теперь я точно не знаю. Запереть или сбросить? Рябзя в чате, скажите, запереть или сбросить, я не знаю. Не хочу ничего решать. Решайте сами. Изнасиловать? Нет, изнасиловать здесь такого нет варианта. Ну, явно голову не надо отрывать, как бы либо сбросить, либо запереть. Так, я понимаю, Сёма танкует, да, ну ладно. Ой, бля. Хотя, с другой стороны, он просто провоцирует меня, так что почему бы и нет?
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What
serious.
he's done? You just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
Я не доверяю ей.
All right, do it. Not what I was expecting.
О,
Morning.
здорово. Прикольно.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Work is work, I guess.
Hey, Sheriff.
Это
I
кто?
know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
Блин, я же лоханулся, и у нас типа
This
это...
fucking line.
Какого? Блять. У нас жаб пулюет и уезжает, точно.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay?
Ой, OnePoint, привет. Бля, в больницу. Да, что случилось? Что случилось? Что случилось? Я весь во
We'll
внимании.
talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Бля, ну что, с ним шашни гоняет?
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
В смысле, чего вы на меня так все криво смотрите, заебали?
Oh, Colin! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
Then carry me, for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit! Just go grab that, would you? It's just a farm. You don't have to be so dramatic about it.
Wait! Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
I don't know. He, must have run off.
Bullshit.
Ой, все.
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Мне сейчас просто страшно снимать ленточку, так что,
Listen,
блядь.
I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after that night after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Ух ты.
You?
Прикол.
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. It seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show
Модул, ты пошел ставить стримы? Творить великие дела?
Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I've been making a lot of mistakes lately.
But you've also done a lot of good. Don't forget that. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are. I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
Неплохо, неплохо. Блин, это так-то конец. Прям конец-конец. Блин, я жду второй части. Мне интересно, что там дальше. Так, вы собрали ему, что великосой так, своими так, убрались с ним на допросе. Какая чудесная это. Обещали ему защиту, дали ему выпить, вы могли ему сбыть. Так, вы арестовали его. Так, туда-сюда, умерла. Так. Зачем? Бля, прикольно, я спасу от суицида. Мне нравится. Ну да. Блять. Ой, я испугался. Фу, хорош. Обожаю русскую музыку. Прям мое. Так, ладно. Ну, наверное, на этом все. Как бы мне зашло лично. Прям классно. Вот. Так что, ребятки, на этом все. Спасибо, кто смотрел, спасибо, кто зашел. Всем хорошего настроения, возможно, кому-то хорошего вечера и кому-то там пожелаю здоровья, потому что кто-то из вас лег в больницу. Да, ребятки, берегите себя.